On the one hand, board games based on video games have a better track record than movies do. Furthermore, tower defence is a familiar sight in our hobby, so what could possibly go wrong? Welcome to Kingdom Rush in 5 minutes or less. The scene is set for you and your allies. Fend off wave after wave of incoming pug uglies, all the while the mysterious Time Mage is behind the scenes pulling the strings. But there's also portals and space-time continuum chicanery to contend with, so make sure you bring your preparedness pants. The primary mechanism on show is tile placement. Each turn you'll place and orient your defences so that they align with incoming foes. You'll also use polyominoes that represent your firepower to cover patterns on enemy tiles that detail the advancing foe. Then there's your own hero miniatures who can move about the map, covering up spaces on the tile they cover and attacking nearby ones. You'll face all sorts of foes with differing abilities and ways to mitigate incoming damage, and portals will even banish your defences back to the marketplace. But you can also upgrade your towers, often taking this route when the tiles assigned for your use are in a suboptimal position to do damage. So you cash yours in and pass an upgraded one to an ally for use next turn. At the end of the turn, undefeated tiles will move towards the exit space. Let too many get through, or just the one portal, and that's how you lose. But each scenario also has a deck of reinforcements that new enemies will spawn from, so make sure you keep on top of everything and keep your castle alive until you defeat the last portal in the stack, leaving you to do the happy winners dance. So why might you like it? Well, both thematically and mechanically, it's a treat to be able to tackle a polyomino tile placement puzzle that's also a movable feast. It's not enough just to have the tools to defeat an enemy tile, you need to be able to move your adaptable heroes and place your less flexible tower emplacements to maximum effect, and adapt to the requirements of each foe accordingly. The cooperative elements of the game are well considered, not only in the decision making, that I should also note lends itself to analysis paralysis, but also in the sense of togetherness it breeds. The arbitrary placement of the tiles you have access to discourages any one player taking charge. You simply make the best plays that complement the team and gift upgraded towers when you can. Another thing which I usually avoid commenting on is production and presentation because, well, you've got eyes. But the fact remains, with its video game inspiration, it does an excellent job of presenting its heritage in an accessible and pleasing manner. Whether it's the rulebook or the playable components, this is a very nice game to look at, and we'll give it a pass for its oversized box. But why might you not like it? Well, the portals are assuredly a means to balance the game, but instead they pigeonhole scenarios. No, they don't make the game impossible, but removing the ability for your heroes to damage stymies your sense of enjoyment, and the fact that you lose your towers when attacking them forces you into a one-dimensional deal with them last approach. Which brings me to its fairly repetitive nature. The portals would have made for a wonderful tweak to the rules for some scenarios, and although there are a number of different minion types found on enemy tiles, it rarely forces you to approach the game any differently. In the game's defence, it's pleasing to see a random scenario generator, but this isn't enough to negate this concern. If you're looking for similar games, then keep the heroes out, and Last Bastion are a good point of reference. As for Kingdom Rush, it's an accessible and enjoyable addition to the tower defence genre. Alas, I've been the voice of Benji, and this video has ended. I struggled too long for an outro, but as it turns out, if you acronym this game, it turns into a carrot. Nulo.